Okay, hello. I'm I'm still just a little nervous about the stream deck. I'm still just a little. I hit it and I go. I'm still unsure. Ionic, hello, good morning. Shiro, hello, good morning. Thank y'all for stopping in. I hope you're doing well this morning. Let me get my controller here. And then before I forget, Sage, good morning. Hope everybody is having a good Monday. I hope things are going well. Whoa, that's huge. There we go. Hell yeah. Am I remembering something else as well? You'll just have to check. Actually, I think that's where it is. Yeah, I think I put it literally right on top. So let me put that there. So I don't, yeah, there we go. Yay! I remembered. Ooh. Ionic. I wish there was a thing to do with the gold. I wish there was a thing you could do with the gold. Oh, they support gifts now. Ooh, that's great. Support pixel art and oh, there's new commands. Oh, I should see this. Hang on. Brian, hello. Big fish. There's a leaderboard. What's the Blamcam website? What is this? Where am I going? There's new chat commands. That's nice. Oh, Blamcam is the company that made it. Okay. What can players do with gold? Purely a status symbol, defines the pecking order on leaderboards. A future update, we tend to add a way for fishers to redeem their gold for cosmetics such as rod lures and bait. Yeah, that sounds great. Can I use a different account? Ah, there's a new version. I can log into the bot account. That's nice. Is there a limit to the number of custom catches I can add? No, people have added hundreds without impacting performance. Neat. And you can use GIFs now, which is interesting. Being able to add GIFs? Being able to do GIFs? Captions is gonna say, captions looks like I'm saying GIFs as in a present. I mean GIFs as in graphics interpolated format. I think that's what the I stands for. I'm big rich on gold, gotta get to that 1%. I like the idea of being able to buy like cosmetics and stuff. That sounds fun. I like that. But hi everybody, good morning. It's Monday. We're here for it's mithril time. Everybody. That's what we're here for. That's what we're going for. Fucking everybody strap in. Everybody fucking strap in, because here's what's happening today. Mithril. That's what's happening today. We finally did it. We finally hit the point of the game. Where I can time for Matt to play click holding. I mean, I did. It's great. I don't know. I don't know if I would play that on stream. I don't know. So yeah, today I'm making sure I have the tab. Yeah. Okay. So here's the tab. We got to figure out who's getting what's happening where, all that. I drop my blanket on the ground and 2 seconds later, I no longer have a blanket. It belongs to my dog now. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Only if you play zoomed in on the guy's crotch to really prove it's not horny. You know, I think somebody already did that for science, so I don't think doing more research is necessary. But you know, I appreciate that guy. I appreciate that guy committing to the science and being like, listen, it's not a horny thing, and I know how to I know how to go about that. I know how to go about that. Okay. We want... Yeah, there is a case to get the Valkyrie instead of the Holy Lance. But also, what if we just got a Holy Lance? What if we got the cool one? I'm annoyed that the really good... You know, here's the thing. I appreciate that some of the really good weapons have, like, cool things. I kind of wish they just all did the same thing. You know? Like the best warrior, like gladiator weapon does Detox 1. The one below it does Blaze 3. And I'm like, wait a minute, Blaze 3 actually kind of rules. Detox 1, literally useless. So we need to get that mystery staff. We need to get that mystery staff. Yeah, maybe that's the first. Maybe that's the first target. Yo, pancakes. Pancakes, good morning. Let me get out of my lurk here. Pancakes, hello, good morning. How was First Descendant, my friend? How was First Descendant? How are you liking it? I know a lot of people are playing it. I haven't looked into it since the beta actually came out. I haven't looked at it since the beta actually released, but hi everybody. If you don't know me, if we haven't met yet, my name is mattcaulder. I'm a course streamer here on Twitch. I play all kinds of different stuff, indie games, retro games, horror games, including stuff voted on by the community, which is how we're playing Shining Force 2 today. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat, it seems. I'm very excited to be playing Shining Force. We've been talking about playing this for a really long time. And I'm even more excited because I get to reset for rare occurrence items. One of my favorite activities. So. Try to get this frog in my throat here. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good time over with pancakes. I don't know. I don't think there's any drops or anything for that, right? I wish Twitch had better visibility for drops. I know that there's like a menu I can go and it lists all of them, but I wish it would tell you, you know, I wish it would be like, hey, you've played this game before. There's drops. I keep making sure there's not more Once Human drops, but also I haven't played Once Human in like a week and a half, so. How long do I have to do? What is that? I love how many Twitch like things, and I'm sure if you go to their website. Oh, actually, the Twitch drops ended today. That's funny. I'm sure if you went to their website, they would be like, oh, hey, here are the Twitch drops. But it's so funny how many like Twitch drops you look and it just goes like Twitch viewer reward. And you're like, that doesn't mean anything, guy. Like you could you could give it a name. You could say what it is and they'll just be like viewer chest. And you're like, what does that mean? Why do I care? Why do I care? Okay. How do we get this mist javelin? This seems great. I think this is the best javelin in the game. Shining Force 2, mist javelin. It's okay, it's a mithril weapon, but how do I get... Because there's other mithril weapons that you don't get from... Okay, I don't know. I guess I do gotta ask it for it. I don't know. Let me get the controller. Let's get the game booted up. Listen, we don't need to make... I should get right into it because we don't need to make this process take any longer than it is. I just noticed that Brian did a shout out and it did a shout out for Brian, which means I did that command wrong somehow. I just noticed that. Rescue Squad, good morning. How the heck are you doing? How the heck are you? Yeah, I need to fix that command. I changed it from the Stream Elements one to I made a new one in Firebot. It would seem I did it wrong. It would appear that I did it wrong. I'll have to figure that out. Get in there and maybe there's some Firebot documentation that I have to read that I couldn't just, I definitely just looked at it and was like, hey, this is how it works. Just banging on my keyboard. It would appear that it's not. Okay, hit this button. Okay. I still only partially trust the Stream Deck. I'll say I do really appreciate having not having to like pull out my iPad and stuff every morning. It's just there ready to go. So I am happy for that. Doing well. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right. Now, it doesn't look like the robot has a mithril weapon, but let's ask. Like a good relationship, trust takes time. Yeah, I just, I know it's gonna do what it's been programmed to do, but also, all right. Wait, hang on. Let's check everybody's. Yeah. And then what's her name? Sheila has the giant knuckles. Yeah, we got all 3 giant knuckles last stream. Very excited. I need to go to a previous town and buy the rest of the mithril. Maybe, you know what? Let's start with that. Let's start with that. I need to go back to a town. Oh. And buy my my mithril back. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I gotta go to the other side of the battlefield here. And go to this. Oh no, it was out around. Oh, am I lost? Wait. I'm a little lost. Wait. Yeah, okay, not lost. No longer lost. All right, let's get all of our deals of... Oh! There's more stuff here. All right. Let's get loaded up on our mithril. And we'll need to come back here anyway. And we'll have to, you know, sell a bunch of... Actually, let's sell some... Let's sell our extra weapons while we're here, so that we have those extra slots just to be sure. He got the iron. He was holding them. I still have this warrior pride. I should do something with this. Oh wait, you know what? If I don't save, I can egress back to where I was and resave. Ahaha. Bam. Thinking with portals. Do 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 do. All right, all right. Okay. I do like how he says, like, yeah, do you have a special material, in a way that implies that there's other special materials. All right, who's next? Sarah. No, Sarah's got it. We don't want one for Poppy. Next is Kazan. Kazan's a sorcerer. Kazan, we want the mystery staff. Mystery staff. Do 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 do. Excuse me. So I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I had a really nice weekend. I'm very happy. Supply staff. That removes an opponent's MP, which is interesting. Not worthy of a mithril. This weekend was really nice. Friday and Saturday. Brian, Jesse, Jalen, and I all played Crystal Chronicles, which was really nice. Spent the time to get everything working. And we had a good time. That game is a very nice 7 out of 10. A very, very chill game that could some things could work better, but it also had some really interesting ideas. It's some really interesting ideas that I would have loved to see more games do. So, Jackie!
You just have to see me?
Jackie, hello! Great rod. Ah, Jackie got a bike, hell yeah. Jackie, how are you? That's the worst one. How's it going? I'm doing all right. I like that the bike is 3 stars. I like that even if you fish it out of a pond, a bike is really good. Oh my God, and then it tells you what your ranking is? Wild. Okay, hang on. I want to change that really quick from me. Hang on. Sure does. It's just like, This is But Jackie, how are you doing? How you doing? I'm doing. I was just saying, I'm doing well. I had a really nice weekend. And had a good restful time. I'm doing okay returning to work after being off Thursday and Friday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you had, I hope it was for good reasons. I hope it was for good reasons. I hope everything was okay. But that's what Erin's doing sometime very soon. That's what Erin's doing sometime very soon. She's gonna take a big time off work for like a week or something, and we're gonna, we'll figure out what we're doing, where we're going. I wasn't sure if you had the command set up for fishing. Leaderboard should work. I think when you do that, it shows the leaderboard. Oh yeah, there we go. Save and close. So now if I turn it back on, now you can do it, Ionic. Now you can do it. Good reasons visiting friendos. That's good. That's good. Wow, fawn is way higher than I would have thought. Fawn is way higher than I would have thought. Yeah, Erin's taking some time off very soon. We're gonna go to Atlanta and go to the aquarium. Or are these the biggest? Oh, these are the biggest catches. That's fun. Fawn did have that one big fish. That'll help a lot. I've never been to Atlanta. I really got to get there. Twitch IRL meetup? What? Jackie, do you want to go to the aquarium? I wonder if Aaron will ever be sick of me saying, hi, this is my friend from the internet. That's one of my favorite stories of our whole relationship. It was so funny. Oh God, it was so funny. We were at, this is when we lived in Florida. Supply staff. Worthless. This is when we lived in Florida. We went to Orlando for a, to go see my brother and me. And, at that point, I was in a Max Fun fan group in Facebook, and they'd done a thing like 2 years ago at that point, I think, where they were like, hey, like a lot of people in this group are cool. We should have like a friend thread where, you know, you just like post who you are. And, you know, you can chat with people and you can see if you want to be friends, whatever, you know, we can make more friends. So, you know, post in that thread, reply to people, that sort of thing. Did it take? Okay. And, so I knew that at least one person I knew was going to be at that show, right? So we go to the show, and you know, me and my friend, and you know, we go to the show and we're chatting after, and we're in line to get the car, right? Because they have valet parking. Great Rod is not it, right? I want Mystery Rod. Mystery Rod, yeah. Great Rod is the worst one. So we're in line for the valet, and I literally say the words to Aaron. I go, this is ridiculous. It's not like I know everybody here. And as soon as I say those words, the doors open to the building right here next to us, and someone that we have not seen at all previously that night steps out and goes, Matt! And I'm like, oh, hey! Just the most hilarious mattcaulder timing. It's one of the funniest things that's happened in our relationship. Oh yeah, Atlanta traffic sucks. Atlanta traffic's actively horrible. Atlanta traffic's actively terrible. The drivers are terrible, and the traffic patterns are ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's like surprising, not surprising, because it's one of the biggest cities in the world and is run entirely on supply staff. No, is run entirely on car traffic. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, New York City has the benefit of the grid system and public transit. So like, traffic in New York City is, I can imagine, a thing, but it's very different because everyone's going in mostly straight lines. Yeah, Atlanta, ugh. Hate driving in Atlanta. I mean, I don't, but I hate being in the car in Atlanta, I guess is what I should say. Hate being in a car in Atlanta is how I should phrase that. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 5 orders are Atlanta, LA, Big Gap, Washington, D.C., New York, and Boston, in my opinion. I've only been to one of those cities. So I can agree. Atlanta is the worst. In my experience, yes. Miami is also really fucking bad. But Boston driving makes me insane. I've only ever taken public transit in DC. All you people who live on the East Coast all the time. I've never been anywhere. East Coast, best coast, as they say, because it rhymes. Yep, it definitely rhymes. East Coast, Beast Coast. I mean, it's an honorable mention. The grid pattern helps it. Yeah. Supply staff. The problem with Miami, when we were there, is it's the same problem with Florida, is that you have to take a fucking freeway to go anywhere. You know? You gotta take a freeway to go anywhere. Which might mean literally going up one exit. You have to get on the freeway and go one exit to go grocery shopping. Jackie, what have you been streaming? Oh, well, I guess you haven't been streaming lately because, like you said, you took time off. You still doing master mode? You still making that ridiculous decision? Supply staff, no, come on. Also played a game called Later Alligator, and I strongly recommend it. I am at least familiar with the name. I don't remember if I played a demo or anything of it, but I at least recognize the name. Yeah. Oh, you know, I think I saw you streaming that the other day. I pop in and lurk on your streams a lot, but you stream at, I mean, for me, weird times, so that I'm usually like not at the computer. So I don't even want to say that I'm lurking. I just lurk. I'm just like, oh, let me see what Jackie's doing. Yeah, of course. Supply staff, come on. No need to announce a lurk. Well, I know, sometimes, you know, if I've got like 5-10 minutes to sit there, I'll, you know. I like having a chance to be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're well. But if I know I'm basically like opening it and leaving, then it's just like, all right, you know, listen. Excuse me. It's often how I hang out with Twitch friends. Not enough time to really hang in chat, but have it open for a bit to lurk. Yeah, that's the Twitch experience right there. I have a weird schedule, silly work. He's being counterproductive and inform you he's lurking. Oh, okay. That's not what I meant to do. No, up. There we go. Oh, this little maze I have to run. That's very, this is the funniest part of it to me is that. No! Yeah, this is just shiny hunting. This is just shiny hunting. This is, listen. If you thought I wasn't gonna do this, I don't know what to tell you. What are you doing? So, Jackie, we're near the end of the game, right? We're getting near the end of the game. All throughout the game, we've been collecting mithril, right? You see in his inventory there, we've been collecting mithril. It's fucking secret items that are hidden in specific tiles on the world map. And there's 15 hidden of them around the game. And you get to this part of the game. Comfy to God. We're finally to the dwarven town near the end of the game where you can give it to, oh God, where you can give it to a dwarven blacksmith and he'll make special weapons for you. The problem is he will make a random weapon from like a selection, right? So like he could be like, yeah, here's like a cool sword. And you're like, okay, cool, that's a cool sword. And he'd be like, or he could be like, here's a cooler sword. And then you're like, oh, hang on, that sword's just legitimately better. And then he also has he has a very small chance to be like, here's the coolest sword. So what we're doing is we're resetting in order to get great. That's not Great Rod, right? No, Great Rod, ironically, the worst one. So we're resetting to try to get the best weapons and stuff. Oh yeah, this is shiny hunting. Yep, this is shiny hunting. It's arguably better than shiny hunting because the weapons are stronger. It's more useful than shiny hunting because I end up with a better result. Honestly, though, the odds are better. Oh yeah, the odds are way better. The website that Nuja linked me at the start of all this said that from their testing, like the rarest stuff has like a 4% chance, which is in shiny hunting like terms, great. You know, like compared to even like the best shiny hunting odds, which are like 0.5%. I think like the best shiny hunting odds are 0.5%. So, supply staff, no. You can make an argument for the supply staff because it has a really unique effect, but yeah, I love getting the rare items in games. That's one of my favorite things. That's probably why I love like retro achievements and achievement hunting and shiny hunting and there's probably some sort of like classification or mania or something for that. But I don't want to think that hard about it. Oh yeah, Matt, you're manic obsessive or something. Like, I don't need to know that. You know? Supply staff, come on. Excuse me. So yeah, this weekend we played a bunch of Crystal Chronicles, and I played a bunch of Pikmin with Aaron, which was very fun. That game is very interesting. Pikmin 1 specifically, like the first Pikmin. That game is really interesting. The only other Pikmin I've played was Pikmin 4. I played the Pikmin 4 demo. I think I played it on stream. And that it's funny how much that series is kind of like exactly the same, but has gone through a lot of refinement in a really interesting way. So I think 2 has multiplayer. It would be interesting to play that with multiplayer. Dog, you haven't given me the freeze staff once. Come on, guy. Give me at least one freeze staff, please. It's like I'm trying to enunciate to make sure that captions picks up freeze staff. There you go, good job. Ah, the drift smelting bonanza is underway. Should have made a counter for this. You know, I didn't want to get that real with it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to get that, We got really lucky though. Part of the problem for this one, right? Part of the problem for this one is that there's 4 options. The other one we were doing on Friday only had 2 options. The one we were doing on Friday only had 2 options, and so that was a lot easier. This has 4 options, and that's kind of part of the problem. You know? Arguably much easier. Yeah, you're rolling on a lot smaller pool. Let me do this Monster Hunter fight really quick because they're having a special event. Matt, are you gaming while you game? Yeah, buddy. Welcome to my life. Never not gaming. Oh, okay. Look, there's a special event going on in Monster Hunter right now. Gamers game while gaming. Yeah, listen. It's why they invented Tamagotchis, right? So you could be in line waiting for Dragon Quest, and then you could be taking care of your little digital friend. Okay, I didn't get... Okay. Yeah, a special event is starting today. So, gotta make sure to play the special. Everybody knows if you play a mobile game and there's a special event, you gotta get in the special event. The household, we've been gaming up a storm lately. You know, I've been playing Pikmin. I've been playing Crystal Chronicles with everybody. Aaron's back playing Coral Island. It's gonna be great. It's been fantastic. Keep wanting to supply staff. No, I keep wanting to start our Arkham Horror game. Which, you know, now I did a bunch of cleaning over the weekend too. I vacuumed everywhere. So I've been so filled with Olympics, I haven't touched a game since Friday. You're watching the greatest game. I can't create a weapon for Gumpy. That's the saddest message in this whole game. I mean, listen, Ionic, this is why everyone likes the Switch, right? Is you pop that bad boy out of the dock, you sit there on your couch, and you can play Picross, right? You can play Suika Game. Or if you're me, you put the Switch on your second TV and you shiny hunt, you do whatever. Great Rod, no! Please, I just want one cool weapon for Kazan. I saw Sonic and Mario going to the Olympics, so I quit caring about the Olympics at all. First time in a long time. That's how you know. That's how you know it's officially the Olympics is officially over. It's how you know the Olympics are officially over. Mario and Sonic were like, Sonic tested too high for testosterone, so they just had to. They couldn't do it. They just canceled the whole endeavor. I wonder how much they paid for licensing. You know? I wonder how much money Nintendo gave the corrupt fucks at the IOC. I've had time just haven't for some reason. Now you're doing other stuff. You're doing other stuff. I get how it goes. Epic Games has their own Olympic Games and it's awful. I'll believe you as our local sports game enthusiast. I will believe you. No, not for Jaha. No, I went too high. I mean, maybe we'll do one for Jaha, but we're doing for Kazan right now, so let's not. It's free to play, so I tried it. Oh, that's fair. Oh, that reminds me. When does it come out? When does it come out? 2 days? That reminds me. Sword of Convallaria is coming out in 2 days. And I'm very excited to check that out. We might do a little stream. Supply staff, no. Oh, I closed the content. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Whoops. Close the game. You just get so mad at it, I'm just like, close. Yeah, Sword of Convallaria is coming out. It's a free-to-play pixel art strategy RPG gotcha game. So it's a lot of words I like. I close that banner. I don't want to know about that thing. Monster Hunter now keeps reminding me about their Mr. Beast collaboration event, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to forget that that's happening. As you say, I'm surprised Sega didn't get the contract for another Olympics game. Well, no, that's what we're saying was Mario and Sonic didn't do it this year. Not what I meant to do. It's probably Sega always makes a realistic game as well. I wonder, in the year of everything is terrible 2024, if they're just like, yeah, we're not spending that money, you know? You know, they're not spending the license money, they're not spending the development money, they're just like, no. Those don't sell well enough, so who cares? You know, maybe instead of an Olympic game that nobody plays, they're funding Knuckles Season 2 on Paramount. Shadow's too busy with the new movie to own all the imperfect beings at the Olympics. That's fair. Shadow didn't show up, they couldn't do the games without him. Normally gets mixed reviews and struggles to make money. Yeah, that's so that they probably did it for a little bit, and then we're just like, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't play a realistic Olympics games. That obviously, you know, surprisingly, me who doesn't do sports games, I just I have no interest. Sorry. Secretly, I'm doing this so everybody has time to go and I should make a button for this. Everybody can go do their Dragon Age questionnaire. Everybody's done the Dragon Age questionnaire, right? See, again, the joy of the Steam Link. I can just come here and be like Twitch, chat message, Dragon Age, done. The problem is trying to imitate sports like swimming, track, and other minor sports is borderline impossible to get correct. Well, that's why you just have, you know, goofy cartoon characters do it. You must sign in for this form. Your answers will be anonymous. Excellent. Matt, who can't see who's pro-slavery. Listen, it's not about who as an individual is pro-slavery. It's about, do they think the warden is pro-slavery? You know? It's about who thinks the warden should think we own. It's about who thinks the warden should think we should have slaves. That's really what it's about. Great Rod. Not for me. I need to start plotting the path for that game. I filled it out when you first posted it. Can't remember what I chose anymore. Ionic's like, oh no, what did I pick? I have to go and look at graphics mods, since apparently I do that. Since apparently I do that. And start plotting out the routes and choices and stuff. See if there's a collection of like when we were doing Mass Effect, Brian found a bunch of videos and we were talking about a bunch of things of like rare scenes and rare interactions. And so it's like, okay, Dragon Age, what do you got for me in that department? What do you... I could be pro-slavery, who knows? Don't cancel me, I'm talking about a video game. Great Rod, no! Excuse me. Listen, we just got to do it once, right? We just got to do it once. That's the fun of it. We just got to do it the once. Yeah, let's see what the answers are like, actually. Let's click this form. Actually, I think if I click the form, it takes me to the form. Yeah, okay. I can't click the form. I have to go here and see responses. Yeah. Ooh, 5 responses. 5 responses. Hey. All right. Five responses means I need to be more vocal about it. I don't know why they made so many. Should have only had like 2-3 items, you know? Should have had 2 mithril weapons per class. The good one and the really good one. It's funny how golden sun. I almost said golden dragon. Golden sun has almost the exact same like artifact system. It's very funny. Like this is really just proto Golden Sun in a weird way. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so sniffly today. Goodness gracious. Supply staff. No. Okay. Nope. I do love... Excuse me. As kind of annoying as this whole process is, I do love it. I do love finding items that have been hidden throughout the game world and using them to you know, at an end game vendor to craft strong equipment. That was the thing I remember enjoying a lot in Dragon Age Inquisition was the crafting system. And then we were watching that trailer for Greedfall. Greedfall looks like it has a sick ass armor customization system with visual changes, which is like, let's go. Yeah, I remember spending a lot of time in Dragon Age Inquisition gathering materials and then figuring out like, oh, you know, is it better if I use this sort of metal, if I use this sort of whatever? We might get in the weeds about making equipment in that game. I might also just like patch in 999 of appropriate items and we just make a bunch of stuff. Man, Inquisition's got to have some good mods. As a more modern game, that game has to have some mods. Supply staff, no. Ooh. Excuse me. I wonder what the weirdest mod for Dragon Age Inquisition is. I wonder if they do some weird shit like, oh yeah, you get not Sten. What's the golem? Shale. How funny would that be? There's like a mod that's just like, yeah, I put Shale in the game. He shows up one day. It'd be wild. It would be wild just if he's in the tower. He's just chilling. Just like, what's up? Yeah, I'm a golem guy. It's wild, huh? Yeah. Magic. This is when I start to doubt everything. This is when I start to doubt everything. I don't believe I can even do it. I don't believe it's an option. All right, make it. Do I want to pick a vicar and I can see? Yeah, let's pick a vicar and see, because it can pop up for a vicar too. Let's make it for Fraser and see what can happen. Goddess staff. That's a good one for vicars. I'll give, you know, that's a good one. We're not running any vicars, but that's a good one. Nuja, hello. Nuja, good morning. I mean, we haven't gotten one. We haven't gotten one. I did, well, that's true. I meant today. I meant today, but yes, we did get all 3 giant knuckles, which I feel really good about. We did get all 3 giant knuckles, which I feel really good about. Too bad you can't get a mithril helmet for Gumpy. It's rude. It's rude that they're just like, nah, I can't. I don't got nothing for him. You know? I can't give him like mithril claws. Energy, how you doing? Happy Monday. Welcome on in. Can you imagine mithril claws for Geralt? It'd be amazing. It'd be so strong. Like, I get that, like, they've probably baked into his stats the fact that he doesn't get weapon, you know, he doesn't get a weapon buff. But also, excuse me. Goodness gracious. I'm drinking my tea and I'm still yawning, so I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with my body. all I'm getting are great staffs and supply staffs. Monday blues. Yeah, that's probably it. It's just like, listen, you had a great weekend and now it's Monday. Sucks. We're gonna have a fun week though. We're gonna have a really fun week. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go up. Up. There we go. Okay. Let's make it for Frasier and see how that goes, because he's not working with me here. You know? What are you trying to get, the mystery staff? Yeah, the mystery staff. Because it's basically the one thing that I've seen that restores MP, and I'm like, that rules. Vicars don't get the mystery staff, I believe. According to the website, according to this website, Vicars can use the mystery staff. Which, listen, this website's been wrong, so I'm not... Excuse me. Holy staff. Holy staff. Regain 2 hit points per round. Listen, that's great. I wish anybody else could have that. That'd be really fun. I'm trying to think of the ones that are like the most important that I should be spending my time on, you know what I mean? And I figure getting the one for Kazan that gives him an MP is pretty good. Now, ultimately, 2 MP a round isn't that much, but also, double also. Oh, Nuja, I wanted to ask, I've got that Warrior's Pride. What should I do with it? I can sell it? Just literally useless? Is there an achievement for that other guy? Is there an achievement for that other guy? Did you already get the achievement for Randolph as a Baron? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Yes. All right. That's so funny. It's so funny. Great Rod. Oh my God. All right, let's switch it up. Switch it up a little bit. Let's go for the Pegasus Knight. Let's go for Pegasus Knight. Because we have two to go for that. So it's a little, you know. Because then maybe I go crazy and I decide I don't want the best one, you know? All the Pokemon stuff is acting as a catalyst for the Great Rod. You're absolutely right. That's what's happening. All right. Rick! I appreciate they can do more than once. I never would. I never would, unless there was some sort of knockout system, right? Where it's like, yeah, you can only make one of each thing. Then I'd be like, okay, here's... For Slade, he has two really good weapons, the Ninja Katana and the Geese Arm. Oh yeah, I heard about the Geese Arm. Miss Javelin! First try. Incredible. Incredible. His hands are full. The Mist Javelin is the best spear. The Mist Javelin is the best spear. So, hell yeah. Geese Arm has a chance to OHKO at a low chance, and Ninja Katana has an increased chance to double attack. I kind of love the increased chance to double attack, really. Hell yeah. Man, I love that worked. I love that just worked like immediately. People who study the code say Ninja Katana is the better weapon. It's one of those things. I'm sorry, that's very funny. I like the idea of doing double attack. You'd also try to get Valkyrie for the boost spell. Oh, I'm gonna, let me tell you. Yeah, I think going for Valkyrie is good. Holy Lance though. Holy Lance though, Nuja. All right, but we can't do them back to back. We can't do them back to back. Okay, we gotta respect. Let's make an item for May. Let's make an item for May. Nuja, have you done the Dragon Age form yet? I'm just gonna bully everybody about it individually. Because it might be this week, I don't know. Maybe probably next week. But very soon. Buster Shot, is that the good one? No. It's the other one. Okay, Hyper Cannon. Hyper Cannon is the good one. Hyper cannon is the good one. This is another good one to do because there's only 2 choices. Do I fill it out even if I don't know anything about Dragon Age? Yeah, it does not. It doesn't require you to know anything about Dragon Age. It's very much a what do you want the vibes to be questions. If you don't do it, you get called out, I assume, next week. Ben is about 1 to 2 hours long, so Wakes and Deep is about 6 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, well, it'll definitely be next week. And then it's like, do we get through everything this week? So. I need to make sure Still Wakes the Deep is downloaded and then move the Xbox over. And get that all configured. Well, configured, like plug the HDMI in and stuff. Buster shot. Hyper cannon? Hyper cannon? Hyper cannon. Half of the problem is remembering like hyper cannon. Hyper cannon. Music in this town is really good. All right. Grand Cannon has more attack though. Grand Cannon? Oh, there's a third one. Oh, I missed that there's a third one. I was looking in the wrong spot. Thank you, Nuja. I was looking, I was scrolled up to apparently the non-magical ones and I was like, oh yeah, there's only 2. This is great. That's not, there's a third one. There's a third one. Oh, hyper cannon. Nope. Sorry, game, we've learned. I filled out your form. Oh, I filled out your form is very strikes me very funny. Like, okay, I filled out your form. You know, it's been submitted to bureaucracy on Twitch on a Monday. Make sure you fill it out in triplicate. Damn, I forgot to bring my utility bill. Do we get a cookie if we do the form? Yeah, your browser gets a cookie. Buster shot, no. Do we ever figure out what's up with this lady? Yes? Okay, good. That's all I want to know. I'm just like, listen, lady. You know, you used a magic spell to trap me in a forest, like. On YouTube, does this portion just fade to black and you go, now we're back and fully decked out? No, YouTube has to sit through it just the same. The best they might get is I might put a little chapter marker. They might get a little chapter marker that's like, all right, listen, you wanna skip through this. The benefit of this being pre-recorded is you can skip. I had to sit through it live, so if you want the true stream experience, you just fucking sit there. Oh, wow. So I've been saving this odd no. You can't tell. I've been saving this odd no in Pokemon Go for my weekly box because odd no gives you a ton of Stardust, and I was like, ooh, I should save it so that I can make it my first catch, so I get a ton of extra Stardust. Well, I just finally caught it because it's, you know, going for my first catch of the day. It's a hundo odd no. I caught a perfect odd no. And that's fun. It's always fun to get a perfect. The worst part about watching old streams is I want to make comments, but I can't because of time. Well, that's when you put the timestamp. You put the timestamp in the comments, Nuja, and then you comment. That used to be a Twitch VOD thing. That used to be a Twitch VOD thing, and I'm glad they got rid of it. People would be able to go back, watch your VODs, and like leave a comment. It just always seemed weird, you know? It just always seemed like a weird thing. You know. Ash, get out of the way. That dwarf is Ash. That'd be odd, because if I watched after them, it would seem like they said something, but the streamer would ignore them. Yeah, no, it didn't go in the chat. I think it went in the chat as a thing, but it was marked that it was like a post, like a VOD comment. You know? It was a very strange thing. It was a very strange thing to do. So I don't know, maybe people enjoyed it. I never liked the idea. Like, the idea just never made sense to me. And then it happened a couple times on some of my VODs, and I was just like, this feels weird. Like, I'm glad you're coming back and watching the VODs. I hope you appreciate, I hope you enjoy them. But Oh, Ash, come on. Come on, buddy. Buster shot. Come on. His ass keeping you from catching them all. That. All right. I think Peter's been following me this whole damn game. Like, excuse me. Buster shot. No. Like Pokemon Yellow, yeah, that's, you know what? He should be called Ash because he's a phoenix. I was gonna say, I was like, he hasn't died once. That's not true. He's died a couple times. He should only level if he dies. That's my hot take. You should get a third form like Pokemon. Grand Cannon. Fuck. He would be like Vegeta on Namek. But that'd be really funny though. That would be really funny if, like, to make him stronger, you have to put him in dangerous situations. That would be funny. That'd be interesting. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Because he'd get stronger, and so it would be harder to level him. You know? The mattcaulder tries to put your low defense characters up front. That's not at all what I do. Don't. Listen. I make some misplays and forget about important game mechanics. I don't actively fuck up like that. Come on. So yawny today, and I don't know why. Come on. I give them booze. What more do they want? I give them a boost like a little baby bird. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Alright. Let's try for Slade. Yawning so much, I have no idea why. I slept fine. I slept really well this weekend, actually. Katana. That wasn't any of them. No, Katana's just normal. No, Katana's just normal. Get this garbage out of here. Must be the lively game. Oh my god. If anybody watches this on YouTube, they're gonna be like, man, I'm yawning too. I'm right there with you. Listen, we all knew this was coming. That's why Nuja didn't tell me about it. That's why Nuja didn't tell me. They knew I'd get too excited. What if I got really into making a weapon for Luke? What if I just got real excited about the viability of Luke? I knew how much you were itching to use the mithril. Oh man, the poor bird bath. It sucks that both of those characters are bad. There's a part of me that's like, I want to knock a point. Critical sword. Critical sword isn't great. I have one of those. There's a point, like there's a part of me that if I was giving this like a proper review score, I would knock a point off for the fact that there are characters that are just worse. You know? That's not exciting. That's not fun. Give Luke a dark sword? What do you mean? Listen, this is called counter programming, right? This is called counter programming. Everybody on Twitch is playing Marvel Rivals. This really bright, flashy Twitch hero shooter. And I'm like, okay, what's the opposite of that? What's the opposite of that? I know. Resetting for rare weapons in a Genesis game. Breaking Monster Hunter Now news. Oh, Brian, hello. What about Pokemon or Suikoden? What do you mean? What about them? New Driftstone you can get from hunting Black Diabolos and Azure Rathalos. Yes. Yeah, the event has begun. With regards to all party members having to be equally good, I think there is I think there's a difference between equally good and bad. Do you know what I mean? And Pokemon you can separate out into like PvE and competitive. You know, like because if you're fighting against trainers, like just regular trainers, a lot more Pokemon are quote unquote good than for competitive, right? Because competitive is usually the core of Pokemon that are used in competitive is usually just groups of Pokemon that work well together and counters to those Pokemon. You know? So you really don't get a big spread of stuff in that way. Which I do agree with what I said, is bad. That's why, hey y'all, the reason Megas exist in Pokemon is because the developers actively wanted to make more Pokemon competitively viable. You know, that's why like Mega Kangaskhan exists. That's why Mega Aerodactyl exists. That's why Mega Venusaur exists, is they wanted these Pokemon to be competitively viable. And so they developed a mechanic for it. And it did make those Pokemon, especially like Mega Kangaskhan, became one of a strong competitive core. It did make that Pokemon competitively viable. My opinion on the matter is that they're cowards. They should have just buffed those Pokemon. They should have just said, hey, we're making the Pokemon stronger. That's how we're making them more competitively viable. But there's also a lot of moving pieces in a Pokemon at an individual level, right? There's stats, there's typing, there's moves, there's abilities. There's gonna be a monster water event coming up for a bunch of water weapons before we all go fight Teostra. Hell yeah. You know, there's a lot of moving pieces to an individual Pokemon that, you know, it's why I thought competitive was neat at the start of Sword and Shield, when it was, you know, very limited to the Pokemon that you could get in the game, and no legendaries. I thought that was really neat. I thought that was actually like an interesting thing. And then they were like, yeah, but what if you could use all these Pokemon and also legendaries? And I was like, okay, well, who gives a shit again? Because there are some Pokemon that are just incredibly strong because of the combination of their stats, typing, abilities, and moves. And sometimes new moves come out and new Pokemon come out that have new counters to them, which brings new Pokemon to the surface. But really, like, competitive has been mostly set. Well, not set, but like fucking Landorus has been a competitively viable Pokemon since it came out. Since the second form came out. People have basically always used Landorus. People have always and legendaries specifically, like across the board, people always use legendaries. It's because their stats are so much higher. So I think there's a different conversation we had when you're talking about a PvE game and a competitive game. And in regards to Suikoden, I think that there's a point in Suikoden where like the narratives of Suikoden holds that some people are not going to be good fighters, you know, and that's just kind of like true, and that's fine. Like, I don't remember how many active party members you can have, or how many of the people you recruit in Suikoden can be in your party. Critical Sword, come on, guy. And so that's a lot of characters, yeah, but also it's wild, you know, it's fine where it's just like, oh yeah, we got, you know, Joe Blow the farmer. Hey, guess what? Joe Blow the farmer ain't gonna be that great. Just categorically. It's interesting that they, you know, and you might say, hey, there's probably no reason then for Joe Blow to be in your party. And I'd agree with that. Poke, hello. Poke, how are you? for me, what I want in a character, right? If a character is like, hey, here's two characters that are similar. What are their differences, right? So like Geralt and Luke, right? We put Geralt and Luke next to each other, which is a great combination because you get them in your party roughly the same time. Like you want like the distinction to be like, oh yeah, Geralt is strong, but you know, not as stocky because he's just a wolf man. But then you want to say like, oh, okay, if that's what we have, then Luke, who can fly, which is, you know, strong in terms of, you know, quote unquote balance, which that's a different conversation. But Luke can fly, so he's a lot of additional mobility. And then, okay, maybe he's a little more defensive, right? So he doesn't do as much damage. But he has a lot more movement options and things like that. But what that means ultimately comes down to movement options don't matter terribly much in this game, from what I've seen. You know, there's some very specific examples where it's like, oh, it's been really nice that I can fly over this water or whatever. You have ranged weapons, you know, and you've got ranged units. You have ranged units who can fly. And so doing less damage at the cost or, you know, in exchange for mobility just means you're doing less damage. Or any monster transformation in Dark Cloud 2. God, I gotta play Dark Cloud 2. I gotta play Dark Cloud 2. I would argue due to terrain limitations, horses on desert tiles movement is one of the strongest stats in the game. Yeah. When I say when I was talking about mobility, I meant like the ability to fly. I do agree. Movement is very important. Movement is very important. I do agree. I mean, like, can I stop on this mountain? Can I fly over this river? You know, that sort of thing. The game itself has not presented a lot of battles like that, where the ability to fly has been an incredible tactical advantage. You know? You're playing the first one when I joined for the first time? Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. It took me a little while to get it. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're gonna switch up. This has been a minute. It took me a little bit to understand what was happening in the first one. But I did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I have to put the YouTube video together at some point. It's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be such a pain. I should make a new project for that so that I can figure that all out. All right, who's, you know what? We started doing May and then I went back to Slade. Let's go back to May. Doing well, how are you? 360 store shuts down today. Yeah. I'm really upset about that. Grand Cannon! Yo! Yes!
Give me a hell yeah!
Give me a hell yeah!
What?
Oh, I should have just gone. Okay, hang on.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
What?
Best, best ranged weapon right there. Save. This is great. This song. I haven't played it, but what is your take on Malik or Boko? Oh, whoops. Are you talking about Dark Cloud? I really don't remember. I don't remember a lot of Dark Cloud. Thanks for the stream. I don't remember a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics. Boko. Oh, the Boko's the chocobo you can get in Tactics, right? I don't know Malik. Who's Malik? Malik sounds like a Star Wars character. Oh, right. Malik and his sister, Rafa. I didn't play with them very much. That's my take on them. It's... The thing that Brian gives me shit about to no end is when I played through Tactics, I basically did not use any of the characters that they give you after a certain point because the characters that I had were already stronger. And I think Tactics is actually a great example for why you should have either created characters or non-created characters in a game. And it's very difficult to have both. Because they didn't do a really good job balancing those character levels when you got them. So when I would get a character in Tactics, they would be like 10 levels behind. And then, oh no, Heat Axe is the bad one, right? We made a joke about this. Yeah, Heat Axe is the bad one. But so basically what would happen is they would come in 10 levels behind and I would be like, well, I don't want to use you. And so I would never use them. And so the fact that they had all of these broken abilities, which I think is like weird to give these cool characters unique abilities. Like, I don't know. There's a pacing with that game that I disliked the way that they did it ultimately. But was gonna say Vaughn from 12. What's wrong with Vaughn? What's wrong with Vaughn? I'll fight you. Round axe. Round axe is pretty good. Nuji, what do you think? Should I go for the rune axe or should I, is the ground, I mean, ground axe is pretty good. I like the extra movement. Yeah, like +1 movement. It's only 3 attack. Right, like it's a small gap. And I'm not gonna detox. Like we've talked about this. Detox is useless. Detox is like actively bad. Yeah, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna take ground axe. That's what I'm gonna do. One day they'll go too far and Matt, I'll have no choice. Now here's the question, did I actually need one of these? Or did I just get excited? I actually don't need one of these. I'm a gamer. I just got excited about making one for Jaha. I just got excited. Is the God. All right, well, you know, all right. That's so funny. Jalen! Jalen, good morning. That's so funny. Oh, good, I got the ground axe, but oh, never mind. It's not like I got the super rare one. That's funny, though. I was telling you to keep it for a Baron coming to your party later. Oh, fuck. Well, you know, we'll get it again. It's fine. You might not want him, though. Is he as cool as a robot? Because we have a robot. And it's not fair to compare everybody to a robot. Okay, but I'm gonna. So... we have a robot. So again, this is the bar. Stats aren't anything terribly great. Jalen, how are you doing today, my friend? I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope work is all right. I hope work treats you well today. Critical sword, come on. You stayed home? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know why you saying that you stayed home reminded me that I needed to finish the village quest in Monster Hunter, but I do. I do need to do that. All right, we'll try Rick. Every time we've done it a couple times for someone and then swapped, we get the thing we want, so. Halberd. I feel like the answer is no. You know what? The halberd is so boring compared to any of the other options. That's very funny. That's very funny. Jalen, don't forget the special Monster Hunter Now event starts today. So I'm gonna guess you can't make anything for the robot. Yeah, okay. You jerk. You jerk. Make him like a big mithril glove. He'll just put it on his fist. It's fine. How do I make a mithril laser? Don't worry about it. Just I don't ask him. Listen, he's a robot. He'll figure it out. Valkyrie. That's not what I want. Oh no, that's the one Nuja says is good. That's the one Nuja says is good because it has the boost attack spell. Right, Nuja? This is the one you like? This looks like a pizza oven. It does look like a pizza oven. You're absolutely right. Oh, nice, Valkyrie. Yeah, this is what I was saying. This is the one you like, right? Better go pay. Oh, I can make you a special weapon if you bring me a special material. What material do you have? Bread, cheese, meat. Okay, come back later. Am I ever actually going to use the boost attack? Maybe. I feel it hurts seeing the one that's like 6 attack more and has 5 defense. Like, you're not actively attacking, you could. Yeah, and it is good to have on Rick, who has a lot of movement. Yeah. Okay, shut up. Definitely use it on Peter and Geralt. Right. Or we have Peter and Geralt and Zinc, all of which attack with no weapon. So, yeah. All right, fine. I meant to save. I just got too into the loop. I got lost in the sauce here. All right. So that means we need one for Slade. We need one for Elric. We don't need one for Hero. Who we got? Is that it? We need one for Slade and Elric. And yeah, that's it. Damn. Actually, damn. Spent all this time collecting Mithril for what? For 6 weapons? Come on. Give some leftover if you get any other characters in the future you like. Buster Shot. No. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon. How many more characters do I get in this game? There's like 2 battles left. How many more characters can I feasibly get? Why are they even still giving me characters? Two? That's bananas. That's silly. Mainly most people have their 4 set and so they won't use them. Yeah, that like I'm not like mad about it where it's like how dare you, but it's definitely like wow, that's a weird decision. My 360 is still downloading. Oh, I mean you don't have to download it, right? The downloads should still exist, but yeah, I don't know. I was telling Aaron last night. I feel weird giving them money for games that they don't want to sell me anymore. You know? And a bunch of the games are still full price and are only going to get more expensive now that the store is shut down. Isn't it weird 20 years of gaming history is just gone? Yeah. And like, it felt super different when it happened to the Wii and the 3DS because, let's be honest, like emulators for those systems they already had very strong emulators for those systems, right? So it's like, oh, you're not gonna be able to buy Epic Mickey anymore, and it's like that's fine. We have emulators for Epic Mickey or whatever, you know, whatever, any sort of game. So okay, that's fine. You know, you can load up your physical versions, you can dump your ROMs, you can do whatever you want to do. And you know, all of that is fine. You know, even the physical copies that exist are still going to be fine. But it's so weird that like for the like this is just going to keep happening, right? This is just going to keep happening. You know, like Brian says, like we need better abandonware laws. Like it's wild to me that like Brian. I don't know of any times that Microsoft has like made people take down games, right? In the way that Nintendo is very, very active about it. But also Nintendo is very, very active about it because they're remaking and reselling those games. Whereas, you know, Microsoft and some other companies, not all, but some, just aren't. And I don't know. It's just it's so weird to me. It feels bad in the same year and a half that we're coming off of just massive layoffs, just swaths of the gaming industry gone, people fired, companies shuttering, all of this. It feels bad. Like there's no positive spin to this. Nobody benefits. Nobody gains anything. And all I can really hope for is that there are people working to catalog this stuff. They're working to archive this stuff the way they did the 3DS store. And that this will get some people interested in working on improving the Xbox and 360 emulators. You know, I was telling Aaron last night, and I was like, I didn't even think to look if there was DLC for the, you know, Kinect games that we got that, you know, we're excited to play together and goof off. But it's like also like, why do I want to give you $5 for DLC that you've unilaterally decided I can't buy anymore? You know? And I still don't think we've gotten any reasons behind these store shutdowns. They just do it. They just go, we don't wanna. We just don't feel like it anymore. And like, games preservation for video games is completely different than movies or music. It works completely differently. It needs to be maintained completely differently. And it's not happening. Is like, it feels so weird every time this happens because, you know, maybe other people can empathize with this. Like, I remember when the 360 was new. I remember when the Xbox was new. You know, I remember spending a lot of time playing on my Xbox and my 360. And the idea that's just gone. And there's nothing to be done. There's nothing to be done. They just decided that I guess they're not making enough money to warrant the cost of it. I guess that's what it is. And they're just like, nah, that's fine. Matt's Ouya Marathon, will you please every game on the Ouya store in alphabetical order? If not that, then Brian's bullshit wheel. I don't even know how I would do that. I don't even know. My first ever console was the OG Xbox. My second console was the 360. My childhood is gone. And what? That's not what I meant to do. And like, a lot of the things, like a lot of those games don't exist anywhere else. You know, this wasn't, you know, there's arguments for some things now where it's just like, oh, well, if this goes away, like whatever, it's on this console, it's on this, whatever. Some of those games are just gone, dog, you know? And like the way that it should work is, hey, you want to shut down the store? It bothers me that the way that it works now is they're like, yeah, we're gonna shut the store down, but don't worry, your downloads will be perfectly safe and accessible. And it's like, okay, then why are you shutting the store down? If it's not that the cost of maintaining the content servers is more than the money you're bringing in, then why not like just shut the whole thing down? You know, if that was the case. But the way that it should work is if they want to shut the store down, they should just be like, okay, we shut the store down. All of that content is free. All of that content is free. They haven't made a 360 in who knows how long. It's the old Disney Vault tactic. No, that doesn't work the same way, right? It doesn't work the same way for like a couple specific reasons, right? That's not what I meant to do. One, Disney was the company that was doing it, right? Disney was the company that was deciding their specific movies, right? It wasn't Universal was deciding that every movie they've ever put out. I mean, it's still the same thing because video games no other like company really has this chokehold on the industry, right? It's not like Disney made VCR players and was like, yeah, we're just not making VCRs anymore. And so who gives a shit about the people who made movies that were on VCR? You just don't have the option anymore because we've decided. You know? And the reason the Disney, what the Disney Vault tactic was they would stop making a movie for a while so that they would come out with a new version and people would get excited and would rush to buy it because who knows when you could buy it again, you know? Which is, holy shit, what a capitalism, honestly. What a capitalism. But that's not what they're doing. It's not like they're not shutting down the Xbox store to then reopen it in like, it's not that they're gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, for these 3 weeks, the 360 store is open. It's just gone. It's just gone forever now. You know? And like, will some of those companies like, you know, work to port those games and remake those games and bring them to new consoles? Maybe. Also, maybe not. Also, maybe that company doesn't exist anymore. Maybe those people aren't interested in the work and effort that it would take to port that old a game to a modern platform, which, you know, I can definitely understand. Does emulation preclude pre-online store consoles? I'm not sure what you mean, Nuja. Ninja Katana! That's the one we wanted. That's the one we wanted. Yes! You said this is the one that has a chance to do double attack? Nuja? Yeah, 3 attack for the, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. On top of that, who knows if the company even exists anymore? Right, does that company still exist anymore? Do they even have the rights? Do they even know if they have the rights? Do they, you know? Are we upset similarly they aren't making NES games or systems anymore? Yes, but for different reasons. The reason for that is specifically because that they use they go after people legally who make those games available. You know what I mean? And only make those games available like specifically piecemeal through subscription services. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem for that, for me at least. You know? What about games that have the code lost? Right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a similar thing. Like, you couldn't just port all of those games. You know, that's just not an option, right? So those games are just gone. You know, Xbox Live, the 360. The 360 was, okay, I didn't mean to do this, but we will take our morning break. This is when we'll do this. The 360 was really the first console to have a digital storefront in this way. You know, Xbox Live Arcade had so many games that specifically launched for it, you know, in a way that was incredibly innovative at the time, was very new, was very different. So if you're lucky enough that the rights to get that game are clear enough to find to get it on an online store, I would bet you, I would put money that if Nintendo decided tomorrow to publish a game to a store, I think Nintendo needs to be the company that just says, we're just gonna publish this game on our store because it was originally put on our platform, and we're going to sell it in a digital version. Do it. Make the law. See what happens. They're the only company that probably could, because they have the incredible lineage and they have an incredible amount of money. Do you know what I mean? The only way that is going to work, the only way that we're going to have that decision is by someone big enough saying, yeah, whatever, you know, and not something like Dragon Quest where it's clear who owns the rights to Dragon Quest. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, some weird game that like, you know, you would have to do due diligence and show like legally, like, yeah, our you know, our legal department reached out to as many people as we could, and we talked to whoever and da and whatever, and we don't know. As far as we can tell, no one owns the rights to this game anymore. It does not exist anymore. This company is dissolved. So, okay, done. Do it. See what happens. That's how legal precedents are formed, is someone does a thing and someone else goes, now hang on. And then it comes to a decision. It'd be interesting to see, you know? It'd be interesting to see. And I think that's the only way they could do it. And I'd rather they do that as a full eShop, a full purchase that you can say, hey, here's $2 for this game, instead of just bloating their online service that they barely have any games for anyway. But we got off topic. We were talking about 360 and we shifted a little bit, but I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go take my morning break. I'm gonna walk Josie, refill my water, do all that stuff. When I get back, we'll do Game Duel, and we will try to get these last one. Look at that. I thought it was gonna take all stream. Hopefully, knock wood, this one doesn't. You know what I mean? We're doing great, I think. If you haven't yet, take some time, get up, stretch, move around, you know, take a stretch, do some calisthenics, that sort of thing. Have some water, go to the bathroom. And I'll see everybody back here in just a little bit.